Hi, welcome to our channel. I'm Tiffany.
And I'm Hugo.
We're Sell Quick, Ship Quick, part-time resellers.
Full-time hustlers.
And today we are sharing making money on Mercari. Pros and cons of it.
We've been selling on multiple platforms, and this is just one of many platforms we sell on, and well, we enjoy it, but there are pros and cons.
So, we have been selling on Mercari since March of 2018. At the time, I don't think that there was a lot of promotions and like ads for Mercari.
Yeah, by all means, it wasn't like it was a brand new platform at the time, but it just wasn't really advertised as much.
Yeah, so we didn't really know what Mercari was when we first started. I think we stumbled upon Mercari because of a thrift haul or something that I was watching from Jenna, Empty Hanger, and she mentioned Mercari, so we had to Google it and find out what it was.
Yeah, but we're thankful we did find it, because even though at first we didn't push too much of our items over there, we made good sales.
Yeah, so since we have been selling since March of 2018, and this one is a platform that we don't pay too much attention to, we just kind of list it and forget it.
It's really it shouldn't be, but we do often list and forget there.
Yeah, so we have made a total of $10,648 since March of 2018, which isn't too bad considering this is probably our most forgettable.
Yeah, we forget. We actually get surprised when we do see the sales on there. And it's not that they don't happen often. They're actually a little more frequent lately. But it's a nice surprise.
Yeah. Alright, so we're starting with the pros of Mercari. And first thing is that Mercari is accessible anywhere you are with Wi-Fi, because you can use it on mobile or you can use it on desktop, and they are the same.
Yeah, the differences, they have some differences. I believe you could only send promotions on mobile but not desktop. Other than that, universally the same thing.
And what's great about Mercari is how to list on their platform, and it is super easy. Their format for listing is very similar to how Poshmark has their listing set up. The only difference is that Mercari has an option for you to add in hashtags for your item, which you can use or not use, and that's completely up to you. So if you don't use the hashtags, you just leave it empty, and if you choose to use it, you can use hashtags.
Add it in.
Yeah. Mercari also offers shipping assistance. And on Mercari, you have the ability to choose to ship on your own, meaning that you come up with the shipping label, or you can use their assistance. And through that, you enter the weight of your item when you're listing. And when the item sells, Mercari will ship you a label that you can print out with the click of a button. And you don't have to worry about going through the postal system,
adding your own info and all that. Yeah, it's going to generate it automatically, and like I said, it'll be emailed to you, and sometimes it will be FedEx, depends on what the item is, and sometimes it's USPS.
So that's great about Mercari, is that it's going to give you the option to do that. And the way that you enter your weight, the way that it looks on screen when you're choosing your options, it's really simple. We've talked about how eBay in the past, and the eBay format can be a little bit intimidating because when you're looking at your postal options, it's a really long list, and for Mercari, you're just inputting the weight and you get a label.
Yeah.
Next up is promotions. So if you sell on Mercari, you might have noticed there's a promotion button on your phone. If you're new to Mercari, that's similar to maybe like a sale on eBay or offers to likers on Poshmark.
Yeah, and that promotion button has two options when you click on it. You could send promotion to public, meaning it's just going to be an added sale that anyone that comes to your item can see, or anyone that has liked that item, you can send them a private promotion sale.
So then we have a tip for sending out promotions.
Yeah, with that, so you can send out promotions to the people that like your item as soon as you get one like on it. Now, the only issue with that is every time you keep sending promotions, you're gonna have to go and drop your price a little bit more. So we recommend you wait until your item might have maybe 2 to 3 likes so that you can send out the same higher offer to more people.
Yeah, so that'll increase your chances of making that sale. Next, if you've been reselling, you've probably heard about like lowball offers and stuff like that on any platform really. Sometimes on eBay you can you can automatically decline a certain offer, and you can set your minimum. On Poshmark, we've gotten offers on $100 items for like $15. That's definitely a no-go.
Yeah.
But Mercari has a cap. And so if a buyer is interested in your item and they make you an offer, that offer cannot go higher than 25% off.
Yeah, and that's a big plus. And you'll see this happen if you start selling on the platform. People actually message you lowball offers in terms of a message and not an actual offer, because they can't actually send you an offer lower than 25% off, which is real convenient because it just makes it easier to cancel out not serious buyers.
Yeah, and then sometimes you get a little bit like deterred, or what am I trying to say?
Discouraged?
Like discouraged when you get that lowball offer or you don't want to deal with it. So what's really nice with Mercari is you'll know the offer that's coming in might be more reasonable than any of the other platforms.
Yeah, and that leads us to another benefit of Mercari, and that is its fee.
Yeah, so Mercari's fees are only 10%, which is the lowest fee amongst the different platforms that we sell on, which is amazing.
Yeah, we love it that we often see the sales come in, and if we honestly had a choice of an item selling to an offer on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, we'll probably send it to Mercari.
And then also, you can pretty much sell anything. Mercari is very similar to eBay. You can sell anything from clothes to kitchenware to furniture
To candy, to car parts.
beauty products. So it's a really good platform if you are selling a variety of items. And then, like we mentioned earlier, when we first started on Mercari, wasn't super popular yet. We didn't see a lot of ads for it, which also means that buyers didn't really know what Mercari was, which made your buyer pool a lot smaller. Mercari now, if you are a frequent YouTube viewer, you will notice a lot of Mercari ads being put up on YouTube. And if you watch streaming services like Hulu.
Yep, really the commercials are everywhere now. Mercari is pushing their platform.
Which means that there's gonna be a lot more attention on your items because more buyers will be aware of Mercari and your item will more likely be seen and purchased. And coming up on our final pro for Mercari, it is the lack of seller standards.
Yeah, so on Mercari they have seller standards to the point where you do have to get a review given to you as a buyer and a seller before the funds are finalized or transactions finalized. But besides that, there's no big consequences on Mercari if something goes wrong.
Okay, that's not to say make a bunch of mistakes and like all the time. We have heard of cases in the past where if you're not shipping your item, I think it's really that one, like if you're not shipping your item on time or not shipping at all, you could get kicked off.
Yeah, But the beauty of that lack of strict seller standard is if for whatever reason you have an item that's sold on another platform or that you no longer have, you can go in there and just cancel it.
And the repercussions are not as strict as, let's say, eBay. We've had 1 or 2 cases on Mercari where something sold on another platform and we forgot to delete it on Mercari. So that has happened to us, but our ratings and stuff stay the same. Yeah. And it hasn't really affected our performance on their platform.
Only suggestion I'd say is if that situation happens to you, do it early. Don't wait until the last day they're asking you to ship an item to say, oh yeah, I actually don't have it.
Yeah. Now we're moving on to the cons of Mercari, and we will start with lack of seller standards. So if you are a buyer of the platform, then this might be where it could negatively affect you.
Yeah, we do our best to give good service, whether it's through messages, our pricing, and as well as our shipping. We make sure items are shipped properly, safely. But we've heard of, unfortunately, buyers have gotten items very poorly shipped, which again, because of seller standards, sometimes sellers get away with that, and that kind of hurts the reputation of the platform.
Yeah, so we've heard of people buying things on Mercari and their hard good item getting sent to them in a plastic bag wrapped in tape with the shipping label. So you should never do that. Don't send your item inside a plastic bag with tape. So that's a con of the lack of seller standards. Another con is that there's really no algorithm for Mercari.
Yeah, so if you might hear this often, if you're just starting on reselling, you'll hear people talk about the famous algorithms for eBay, Poshmark, and other platforms. Now, algorithm normally means there's some kind of calculation on how your item gets shown to a potential buyer. On Mercari, it's just chronological.
Yeah, so the more recent you list an item, the higher in search it will be. So we have some items that have been listed for over a year now. When we search for that item, sometimes we don't even see it because it's been pushed all the way to the bottom of that item search.
Yeah, so to help fight that, that's going to be something that it's going to fall on you to relist your items and relist those items.
So another con to Mercari is your title, which reselling your title matters because that's what the buyer is going to search and see. On Mercari, there is a cap to your titles, to the characters in your titles, and that's at 40 characters for the listing, compared to 50 on Poshmark and 80 on eBay. So if you are cross-posting to Mercari from any of those other platforms, you will have to shorten your title kind of significantly, in half if you're coming from eBay, and 10 characters is a lot coming from Poshmark, because you have to really be conscious of what you're going to cut out and what you're going to keep in.
Yeah, and by all means, your description will also be read by the system to an extent for when people are searching things, but that's when we go back to that difference where you have hashtags. If you add those hashtags, those are kind of your extra characters that you lose in your title.
Yeah, so like that was one of the things we had to learn when we were switching over to Mercari. We would just copy and paste the title over when we were cross-posting, and we had to adjust and figure out what words should be kept in our title and what words could be okay getting taken out.
Yeah.
There is a lack of customer service on Mercari, a big lack of customer service. So if you are selling on the platform and you have a problem with the buyer and you're trying to reach Mercari, you're kind of going through just a general contact us email.
Yeah, not much in-depth features there. There's no forms you can fill out. You definitely don't speak to a person.
Yeah, and I think we had an issue in the past where someone returned an item to us and we were trying to get into contact with their customer service, I don't think we ever heard back. I think the situation was resolved between us and the buyer through our internal messages, but I don't remember Mercari's customer service actually
helping us out really and intervening besides approving the return, because there aren't often returns on Mercari, but that's really all they did in that situation.
Yeah, and then also coming up to the final thing, we do, based on our experience and our experience alone, we do notice it is a lower average sales price on the platform. So if you are listing, you know, an item on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, that same item might sell for more on Poshmark or eBay. It will sell, like, it might sell quicker on Mercari, but it will sell for less.
A little less, yeah. I mean, that's where you have to judge for yourself, you know, what your profit range is going to be on the item, whether that works for you. I mean, it's 10% fee, that helps. But also getting those items out the door does.
Yeah, because we're not a storage unit.
We're not here in the business of storing.
So if we're gonna be able to get an item out faster and not make as much as another platform, but it's gonna get out the door, we're here for it. In conclusion, Mercari, we ultimately see more pros than cons on the platform. One of the things that we do want to highlight is because there's no algorithm, your item is going to get pushed down. We try to relist our oldest items on a daily basis.
Yeah, and
when we're back on routine.
When we're on routine. And it is a little bit more tedious to relist on Mercari. And I mean, if you're interested, let us know in the comments if you want to see a video about how we relist. But that really has helped us adjust for that algorithm.
Yeah, so we might just do like 5 items a day, and we'll scroll down, find our oldest 5, and then relist that. That doesn't mean you have to take new pictures. We have a system that we have gotten down, and the relist has helped us bring our older items up in search, and we've actually sold some old items on Mercari because of that function.
Yeah. And with that, hopefully this video helped you decide whether Mercari can help you and be a side hustle. It could even become your full-time hustle, or somewhere you just end up selling 1 or 2 items a year.
Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye. I saw something.
Oh, it was a big one. The butt looked like it was like this big.
It was a big booty big.
It's bigger than the wasp that we've been seeing. Look.